I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you a go love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Jamaican herbs and spices add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, greetings and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. As usual, this is your host, Man in His Man, recovering from surgery, feeling a whole lot better than I did on Thursday. Hope you're having a wonderful festive season. Hope you celebrated your Christmas and you have done your good deed for Boxing Day. That is, you have put some food and gifts in a box and given it to someone who is in need. You know, normally every year for the last few years, my sons and I would go to a particular fast food restaurant, and from their savings and from mine would purchase boxes of food and provide it to persons who are on the street. But because of illness, I wasn't able to. So we plan on doing that at the beginning of the new year. So I hope you have done your good deed. It's always good from the excess that we have to be a blessing to someone else. Right? I know it is Christmas. I know it's Boxing Day. I know it's your family time and you may not be able to jump on as usual. So we appreciate the company of those who are on with us, including the Gunners boss who is here. You know, he's probably celebrating the Gunners win today, or he's probably celebrating Tom Brady's win today, or he is mourning the loss by the New England Patriots. I don't know. Or he's probably glad about the Philadelphia Eagles beating the New York Giants. But I am an Arsenal fan, and you know what? Arsenal won again. We are 35 points after 19 games. It looks like we could be in the top four this season. We will see. We'll see. But that's not the purpose of the show. Today I have a young man that, you know, if you have been in football in Jamaica, probably 3, 4 years ago, you'd have heard the name and probably some of you have seen him. But he's making some strides and he's about to make a major move in terms of his professional career. He actually gave up going back to high school, right? He finished fifth form and chose not to do lower and upper six, but to turn pro and went overseas to develop his footballing skills, and now door has been opened for him. We want to sit and talk with him for a little and hear what is happening in terms of his career, and also to get you to know a little bit about him in terms of where his origins are in the game and position that he plays, what are his attributes, and who he models his game after. All right. In the description, you'd have seen his name. His name is Matthew Baker. Right. That's his name, and I'm going to introduce him to you in a few minutes. I see Bless Up Marlon. Thank you for being here. And everyone else who is watching at this time, and maybe you can't make a comment, but bless you. Yeah, man, big up yourself, God as boss. We're not going to talk about no NFL right now until our show on Wednesday. So let's welcome Matthew Baker to I Am Sure Sports. Matthew,
Hey, Mannings.
greetings and welcome. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well so far. How are you?
I am doing good and recovering from surgery. I had a surgery on Thursday, but I am here giving thanks because it could have been worse. When I told people that my neck was going to be cut, they laughed at me, but that is actually what happened. My neck, they had to cut my neck, but doing well. So we give thanks for that because we have life. But
Yeah,
enjoying the Christmas so far.
yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. I've been away for so long. I'm kind of happy to be able to come back home and see my family and friends. So it's been a good time so far.
Okay. And when you say home, you want to let us know where home is.
Oh, home, where I grew up, Whitewater Meadows in Spanish Town. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Matthew, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about you, your name, where you started playing football and your background into the sport, and so those who don't know you will have an idea as to who this young prodigy is, this young phenomenon that is about to make big moves as a Jamaican into Europe.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody on the live stream. My name is Matthew Baker. I'm 18 years old. I have I started playing football at Wolmer's Prep when I was around like 10 or 11 years old, I think. And then on from Wolmer's, my first club that I played it was Cavaliers under 13. And that's when I actually started to take the game more serious. And I fell in love with the game at that moment. And that's when I knew what I wanted to become, which is a professional footballer. And right now, I'm currently with PSL United, which is located in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And I participate in the UPSL league on there.
Yeah, but well, before you get there, so you were at Woolmer's Prep, like you said, but you were playing for Cavaliers at the same time. After leaving Woolmer's Prep, did you go into high school, and if so, which high school did you attend? And talk to us about you playing in high school. At what level did you play, and what position you grew up playing?
Well, when I started playing in prep school, I was originally a striker. And I watched Sergio Aguero. At that time, he was wearing number 16. That's why I wear number 16 to this day because he is the main reason why I started to like football and play football. And from I left Woolmer's, I went to Kingston College and I played in the under 14 level from like grade 7 to grade 9. And that's when I transitioned from being a striker to playing right back because as I got older, I realized that my strength is more in the defense than the attack. And after the under 14, I actually captained the under 14 team in grade 9. That was my last year. And then I played under 16 as well. And until grade 10, from grade 10 to 11.
Okay, okay. Did you win any titles with your under 14 team or under 16 team while at KC? Did you?
Yes, I won in my first 2 years at KC, grade 7 and grade 8. I won the under 14 title. And in grade 9, we actually lost in the final to, was it Jamaica College? Lost in the final to Jamaica College. And in my first year of Coles, we won the under 16 and All Island as well. And in the second year, we fell out in the semis, the semifinals.
Would JC beat you again?
No, no, JC. I think JC got knocked out earlier, but if we're supposed to play JC that year, it would have been a good match because I still had them up from grade 9 when I
Okay.
lost the Pepsi
You remember?
final.
You remember what team knocked you out?
It wasn't. I think.
It didn't come through the zone that you were in.
Yeah, Casey always come through the zone. That's one thing. Casey has to come through the zone. But I think the team. If I'm being honest, I don't really remember the team. I think it was. I think it was. I don't remember the team. If I'm being honest, I don't want to call any names and give any school any
Okay.
props.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Next thing you call the wrong team and people beat you for that. So let's move
Yeah.
on there. So you were still playing at Cavaliers, or did you move on from Cavaliers? Because I mean, how did that work? Because you live in St. Catherine and Cavaliers is in Kingston. Did you ever make a transition from Cavaliers, or you spent all your junior years playing at Cavaliers?
Well, I started Cavaliers in grade 7 because my under 14 coach, I don't know if you know Coach Raymond Watson.
Yes.
Yeah, he was my coach at the time, and he was also close to Cavaliers, and he was like, "Come play for Cavaliers." And my dad and I thought that was a smart move because we'll be under him at the same club and team, same club and school team. So I played at Cavaliers the first year of under 13, and then after my dad was saying, "Boy, Matty, you know that the traveling from St. Catherine to Kingston kind of hard, and then our training sessions would be in the night, and I would reach home really late, and I would have to get up the next day for school, and so it was really challenging. So that's how I came to Portmore United.
Okay.
Yeah, in grade 8, I went to Portmore United, and that's where I met Coach Sammy. He's at Clarendon College right now. Not sure if you know Coach Sammy.
Is the assistant coach at
Yeah,
Clarendon? Lenny Hyde is the head coach and Sammy is the assistant.
yeah, Sammy's assistant.
Okay.
Yeah, really, really good coach. And looks at the technical side of the game a lot. But that's when I played with Portmore. I played 1 year of under 13 with Portmore United. And that was a really good season because we won the under 13 league, and then we won the All Island. It was the best team in St. Catherine against the best team in Kingston. I think it was Harborview at the time. And we had to play a match to see who could get to go to Mexico. And we played them, we won, and we went to Mexico under 13. And then from then on, I've just been in Portmore until like
Okay,
up to.
tell us a little bit though about your first. This would be your first trip to play any tournament overseas when you went to Mexico. Tell us a little bit about that. What was it like?
Well, when I went to Mexico, and when I heard I was going to Mexico, I was really excited because that was my first time traveling. But it was a good experience. I met I went through a lot of different playing styles, met different people. I must say that in Mexico though it's really hard to breathe because it could just be walking and could be walking from the hotel room to the pool and you're out of breath. So I mean, imagine playing on the field, you know. So we played against some tough opponents. They were kind of like above us at that time. To be honest, it was really challenging, but it was a good experience though.
Okay, so that is your first time traveling to play overseas.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you came back still at KC, still at Portmore. You said you did well in the under 14, did well enough in the under 16. and then you played at a higher level for Portmore. You moved to the under 17 or under 16 there as well.
Yeah, I played in the under 17 and the under 20. I was the I was the captain for the Portmore under 17.
Okay. Playing,
Yeah.
playing right back. Europeans.
No, I was playing right back. That mean right back, that mean midfield, that mean center back. Like I
Okay.
could play, yeah, all over the field.
So what position do you play now? Or what is your preferred position, or what is the position you think allows you to best express yourself?
I would say right back for sure. Right back.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, most youngsters, I mean, doing so well, played under 14, under 16 at a school, want to stay to play Manning Cup, right? I mean, you opted not to play Manning Cup. You
Yeah.
opted to go pro, though you had your subjects and could have gone on to sixth form and stuff. All right.
Mhm.
Um, was that a hard decision for you? Opting to go pro and not play Manning Cup football, but take the risk of going on the professional at the professional level that early.
Well, I would say when my dad and I were talking and decision was going to be made, I was thinking about playing Manning Cup. I really wanted to play Manning Cup and represent my school because that's the biggest schoolboy competition. And I also had to remember that I'll be leaving a lot of family and friends behind. And but I said this is what I wanted to do, and this is what comes with it. So I mean, there was a plus side to it as well because the exposure that I got when I left, I went to Boston with Vallejo Football Academy,
Okay.
and
At what age? What-
the first time I went to Vallejo, like normally before I would travel, I would like come out of school and play some tournaments before like last year, like from I was 14, 15 around those times. Um I was playing some tournaments, but this time no, we said you want to go pro, so you can't just like come up for these tournaments. If you want to go, you have to like actually leave some things behind and come up for a longer period of time. So I went to Boston, played with Vallejo. I played with the O3 team, and after I was with Vallejo, I actually met Coach Freddie Butler.
Yes.
Yeah, I met Coach Freddie Butler in Boston, and I heard a lot about him. When I heard he was coming, the guys were saying, Freddie play for Jamaica, play pro, play this. I was asking a lot of questions, and I really wanted to meet Coach. And when Coach came to Boston, I actually stayed in the same house. So I
With
was always like,
Freddie Butler.
yeah. So I was
Okay.
always like using the opportunity for like to like pick his brain to see what he know about the game. He would actually talk to us about the game, like the aspects, different aspects of the game. He would bring us out in the mornings and give us sessions, and it was a good experience. Coach Freddie is like he's really stern. He's serious about his football, but
Okay.
off the field, he's nice to be around. He's a fun guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me just help you and answer this. Hold that thought. Don't lose it because someone didn't hear what school he attended in Jamaica. He attended let me just put this up. He's asking. He attended Kingston College. I'm very sorry, brain drain. He didn't go to Calabar. He went to Kingston College. But please stay on the stream. Don't leave because of that. He went to Kingston College. But go ahead, go ahead. So Freddie came there for a while and then but you stayed at the academy for how long? How long did you stay there, and did you play in any tournaments while there?
Yeah, I stayed in Boston for 6 months. I think 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, and I played in my O3 tournament. That was my age group at the time. O3.
Okay.
Yeah,
The O3 tournament is a person who's born in the year 2003,
and three.
right? For
Yeah,
people. No, no. All right, just yeah, because Americans speak about like age group different. They speak it based on the year. Jamaica speak it based on the age. How do you compare your 6 months of academy in a pro setting in comparison to your years of training and learning the game in Jamaica?
I should say it's more in Boston. It's more organized. The training facilities are way better. If I'm being honest, the pitches. Um, we have a lot more tournaments being played. And we play in different tournaments, different cups.
Yeah.
Uh, it's it's a lot more exposure because at our matches, a lot of college coaches would be there and different club coaches as well. It yeah, but
Have you been
I should
approached? I mean, while playing there in that 6 months, I mean, with all those college coaches and club coaches, were approaches made?
yes, approaches are made. We went to this college. They have this thing named College Combine.
You're right.
Yeah, that's where you go to for other coaches to see you, and quite a number of schools approached me, but in my mind, I wanted to I wanted to go pro at the time. I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go pro, and my dad was saying, "Martin, you know you should go college still." And I'm like, "Yes, daddy, we're going to go college, but let's let me try out for the pro first."
Oh,
And but a decent amount of schools came and they were asking a couple questions.
oh, okay.
But
So,
yeah,
okay, so you went to the college combined.
yeah, I went to the college combines.
What you make of your performance?
I would say, I would say I performed good for these coaches to be inquiring about me. They played, as I said, my strongest position is right back, and that's where I play best at. So when I went there, I said that's I'm playing right back. So I think I did really well at those combines.
Okay. All right. So you did your 6 month there at in Boston, and then after that, I mean, you made up your mind because this must be like for your parents must be listen. You're getting college opportunity. Why not go to college? You can still go pro afterwards. But you made up your
Yeah.
mind you wanted to be pro, and here it is that you finished now at the academy in Boston. Where did you go from there?
Oh, after Boston, I went to Florida, and that's where I played with PSL United Coach Freddie's team,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and I stayed with him in Florida, his house.
Is he a
And
good coach?
yeah, excellent coach. One of
Okay.
the best coaches I ever came across, to be honest. One of the best. But
And PSL United, just go ahead and because some people don't know what PSL means. Because
oh
they may think it's a Pakistan Super League. You know what I'm saying?
no, PSL United is Port St. Lucie. It's actually a city in Florida. So just named it after the city, but they're in the UPSL league, which is right below USL. Okay, you know you have MLS, then USL, then you have UPSL, but yeah, they're in the UPSL league, and I played. I went there, and Coach Freddie actually signed me to play with the team, and I fit in really well. I was a regular starter, and I
When
must say,
you say a regular starter, you mean like you started
every match,
every match playing right back?
yeah, right back.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
go ahead? You were going to say something. Let me let you finish, and then we take this question. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. Actually, sleep
Yeah.
more. No, you
Okay.
can go ahead.
I'm very sorry about that, but you're going to speak about just his coaching and the club. But um someone is asking, Brain Drain is asking, how did you handle the Boston cold while you were there?
Well, it's all you can't think about the cold. You have to remember like why you're there. You know, you have to like just be mentally tough and just zone out all of that and just play ball. It was mostly indoors though. It was indoors for a period of time. But then when it was outdoors, I can't lie, it was freezing. But we had our gear and whatnot. But it was like from you know what you want and you're mentally ready. The cold shouldn't be a bother.
Okay, that's good though. At any point did you miss like, boy, I wish I were played Manning Cup when I hear the reports and all of those things, or you were just settled that I've made the right decision and I'm happy about this?
Yeah, actually, when the money cup started, I was like, because I didn't expect it to play, to be honest, because of the whole pandemic
Okay,
and whatnot. Yeah, and I was actually supposed to be playing Premier League as well with Portman United, so I missed out on the opportunity as well. But I must say that I felt I made the right decision because going to even Boston and going to Florida to PSL, I actually played with some some tough opponents, some players that play in Champions League and Europa League because
okay.
some of them come down to play in the tournament. So that was a good exposure there as well, and I improved a lot because even from time to time, well, not from time to time, like almost every morning, Coach Freddie and I would train, do a little one-on-ones. So I know I
Okay.
improved a lot in my touching, dribbling, crossing, all aspects of the game. So I think it was a good move, to be honest.
You know what? You know what I like about your story is that maybe if there was no pandemic, you'd have been stuck in schoolboy football.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because the pandemic kind of forced you into making a decision that is going to be working out for you in the long run. And someone is asking here if you know Javian Brown.
Yeah, I know John Brown. No man, Trigger. Trigger was KC captain,
Okay,
Manning Cup. Good defender.
okay. I guess
Yeah.
because he's thinking that you guys both play the same position because he's also a right back with the national team now.
Yeah, he was a centre back at KC though, but yeah, he's a right back now.
Right, but
Good
you
player.
can play those positions as well.
Yeah.
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 All right. So how how far is PSL in the semifinals, finals? Did they win the competition? I mean, what position are they?
Well, how it works is we play a league,
Yeah.
and then after the league, you qualify for playoffs. So in the league, we actually finished second place. We had a good run going. We finished second place, and then we went to the playoffs. And we were unlucky that that was the only bad game we had in the season. Literally the only bad game I had in the season. Like, yeah, but we we got knocked out at the playoffs. And it's a team we usually beat like 5-0, 4-0. We even played them in the starting of the season and we beat them 4-1. So everybody knew that it wasn't our day that day.
Oh, so you
But
got knocked out in the playoffs.
yeah, in the playoffs.
I wonder how Coach Freddie responded to that.
Well, Coach Freddie, what I realized with Coach Freddie, it's not about winning and losing. It's about like playing football, improving. So it was really mad per se.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, very good. That's very good. All right, so that is over. You're back in Jamaica for now for the holidays. What are the plans? What are the plans for you? What in store for you next? I hear that there could be an opportunity opened up for you in Germany. Can you share a little bit or some of that as much as you can so the viewers can know where next they possibly could be hearing about Matthew Baker?
All right. So right now I'm in Jamaica and I should be going back to PSL to train for like 2 weeks to get sharpened up. And while in Jamaica, I'm still doing my training so I can keep my fitness up. But I should be going back to Florida in for like 2 weeks, and then I should be going to Germany. It's one of three clubs in Germany on a trial. I don't want to disclose that, but that's the move right now.
And we're extremely happy for you just for the opportunity. And I believe that based on what I've been hearing, I believe that you'll be successful. And we hope that, once that signing takes place, then you'll call us and let us know and confirm that club. But yeah, I mean, just to go on a trial at this stage, having, you know, made a decision to go pro, I think it is commendable, and we want to wish you all the best going ahead. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, man. So let me ask you, how would you describe your game? What kind of player are you? Are you a Trent Alexander, or are you a Reese James kind of player, a Kyle Walker, or a Kieran Trippier? I mean, who are some of the top right backs out there again? Aspa Lukweta, I think his name is.
yeah, Cancelo, all of them.
Are you a Cancelo? Are you a Cafu? Are you a Philip Lam? I don't know. How do you go ahead?
Well, the player that I emulate is Kyle Walker, and Manchester City is my team. For those who never know, but I emulate Kyle Walker.
Meaning you own Manchester City?
No, I don't own Manchester City. So I'd like to play for them one day,
Okay.
But
Really? People. What they say, you'd like to play for them? Then suppose Arsenal call you right now.
then I'll take the signing happily. But if it's between Manchester City and Arsenal, though, I would choose Manchester City.
I don't know if the Manchester United fans are going to be happy with you. But go ahead and describe your game. You said Kyle Walker, but go ahead and describe, your playing style.
Yeah. Um. Uh, I like to I like to overlap a lot. Like I'm really attacking. I like to all like cross. One of my strongest points in the game is crossing. Like I can pick you out anywhere you are from in the box. And also I'd say speed as well, because when you go up, you have to have enough speed to get back, and also stamina to be up and down the flank like that. And as it comes to defending now, I'm good one on ones, reading the game, intercepting passes. Um, right now, what I'd like to do is add some goals into my game, because that's to realize the right backs are doing. If you look at Reece James, they're scoring a lot of goals. I'd like to add that to my game, separate and apart from the assists. But I think if I add the goals to my games, then that would be a really good thing.
Okay, so you need to add some goals to your game.
Yeah,
Okay, and Kyle Walker is a player. I think he's versatile because he plays on both end of the
yeah. When
field as well,
right
which is,
back,
well, not only that, but he attacks and defend, I think, quite
mm,
well, and he can play inside as well, which is part of your game because, like I said, you started out as a center forward, you have
mm,
played in midfield, you have played at center back, and you can play right back. So that versatility, I think, is important. Tell us, I mean, you're how much pounds are kilos, or how tall are you? Are you a short player? I mean,
no, I went on the scale yesterday. I think he said 163, 163 around that. And I'm 6 feet. People like to say I'm not 6 feet, but I'm 6 feet. Last time I went to the doctor and they took my height to 6 feet.
they say you're 5'9".
They say that a lot. They always say 5'9", but I'm not 5'9". I'm 5'9".
Yeah,
But
anybody with 6 feet is really 5'9". That's how it works. You have to get to the place where I said you're 6 feet. So
yeah, you have to
and
six
then
one,
they
you
give
have to 6'1", six
you,
two.
but if you're just flat 6 feet, they go say you're 5'9". And
Yeah, yeah.
see somebody else here confirming it. Journey and TV said you're 5'9".
Actually, that's one of the players at PSL. He plays with me at centre back.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, one of my close friends. He's always like, "You're not 6 feet. You're not 6 feet." But I think he's 6'1", and he's not even that tall, and it's not obvious that he's taller than me. But
You
you
don't
know.
want to hear what Giselle. I think this is Giselle. Giselle said you're 5'8".
Those are some of
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get into. I'm not gonna get into that one. Well, someone was asking me fast, but that one is answered already because you did speak to that. And then Dre's asking, is it the Bundesliga or is it Bundesliga 2 in terms of club that may be looking at you? Are you going on trial to?
I would say it's the
Get to
Bund.
one of three, or you know, I know you had said one of three, so
Yeah, one of three. So I'm not really sure, but I know it's one of three clubs.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we leave it at that. But Dre, we do promise you that once Matthew gets there and he completes his trial, I know that he will be signed. I mean, I've heard a lot. I've heard a lot about him. I did my own checks, and everyone said that you know he's up there. Have you ever been called to any of the Jamaica um U teams at any point, or you have not been available? Because that's I mean, they have under 20 tournament coming up as well, and I know you're still 18 years old, so you would be, you know, eligible to play to represent the team. So, have you ever been called up to under 15s, under 17s, under 20s?
No, to be honest, no, I haven't been called up to any. But I'm hoping to be a part of the upcoming under 20 team though. So exact. But I haven't been called up to any though.
Okay, you have not been.
No.
Okay, 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 okay. So, are you? I mean, is there any aspect of your game like you think, you know what? Before I go on this trial, I think this aspect of my game I need to pay more attention to outside of scoring more goals. I know you said that's something that you need to incorporate more in your game, but is there any one aspect that you think you need to work on um so that you can make sure when you go on this trial? That's one. And then number two, how are you preparing to to so that when you get there, you know, you leave with your signature on a big contract?
But I think one aspect of my game I need to work on would be to be honest,
You have been
I've improved so much that I don't really see any weakness in my game. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I don't really see any weakness in my game, to be
That's
honest.
okay. That's okay.
That's really hard to answer.
Yeah, maybe a coach will be the best person to
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But as it comes to preparing now to go away, as I said, like right now, um, I'm still doing some training, working on my fitness, my close control, crosses, and when I go back now for the 2 weeks, as I said earlier, for the 2 weeks in Florida, I should be doing some more work with Coach Freddie. And normally, what we do is basically the same thing: the crossing, quick feet, fitness, aerial balls, all of that. And I think by the time I finish with Coach Fred and I'm supposed to be going over, I think I should do pretty well
Okay.
in Germany.
You know what I mean. Are there things that I've never had the opportunity to do anything like this, right? But going there, do you, based on where you're going, do you begin to look at the style of play, like what they expect from? Are you just let your coach just work that out and whatever he teaches you? Or you begin to analyze or study those teams to see what they would be looking for in a right back so you can you make sure you're working on those things. um do you do any of that? And also, do you try to learn some of the basic words in German so you can at least say hello, or that is not really necessary? I don't know, I'm just asking because so maybe someone else listening.
Yeah,
um yeah.
I mean, well, hello in German isn't really much different from English. It's hallo. in German. I don't think that's really hard to remember hello in German. But like I think I think well, as you said, if I do any work, any reading up, well, less I do. I watch from since late. I've been watching a lot of Bundesliga matches and uh, analyze how they play, especially in the right back positions. And I watch a lot of the youth teams as well. And when I would be with Coach Freddie, we would always sit down and watch. We would watch a lot of matches and
Yeah, okay.
analyze, and he would always be talking and saying, "Matty, see that, you see the runs, see what the right back doing." So I learned a lot from watching those games with him and team.
Because I always notice German teams they play very high lines. You know,
Yeah,
they try to close the field down by playing these very high lines, and so that means you have to be very fast because if that ball goes over the top, if you don't have possession, you'll have to do a lot of sprinting, getting back and thing. But I mean, we're so happy for you. Every time a Jamaican excels, it highlights our country. And like I say, you made a very very bold move, and then for your parents to support a decision like this is also a big thing because we're in a culture where predominantly kids are told to get a good education. Not that you don't, but a good education means going into university and getting a degree. You had those opportunities, and here it is that you have opted to go pro, and it is working for you thus far because doors are opening, and I hope that you'll maximize it, and the best you can do is to give your best and give your all. You have to just do that and then leave everything out there, and let your performance speak for itself. But we have a couple other questions that I want to ask you from persons in the comment section. This is Armani here saying, how long is the trial visit?
well, it would be. I can't really tell you how long, but when I go, if they decide to keep me, then I guess it will be an all-year thing. But I can't really tell you, for instance, say like 2 months, 3 months. Like, uh,
Okay. Okay. Armani, I will speak to his present coach. I think I can probably find that out once everything is finalized, and then somehow we can do some follow up and post it. All right, to do that. And then Christopher Carroll is asking, are you watching tapes on your own style of play? Meaning, are you?
yeah, all the time, all the time. Cause always watch what I do in games. Like I don't watch the good stuff. Watch like where I would make some bad decisions. So I know, all right, I see that in that tape. When it happened on the field, I won't do it again.
Okay.
So I watch a lot of my own tapes.
Okay. All right. And then Fresh God says, congrats, Matthew. Do your best and go get them in the trials. Give it your best shot. And then yeah, man. And then Brain Drain says, what motivates you during difficult times?
What motivates me, I would say number one, the love I have for the game and all the effort my parents put in, especially my dad. My dad is always there at every game, every training session. Even sometimes would take me out when him don't feel good to go train around the field. And even before when I just started playing football and I didn't really understand much, I can't lie, it was kind of difficult to deal with. I was gonna get frustrated sometimes, and my dad would be like, "No, Matthew, you have to calm down," and you know. So the love of the game, my parents, my family, my friends, that always keeps me motivated to keep on going.
All right. And then we got a couple persons. This is Haley Jose. I think that is a cat sound that she's making. I don't know. I don't know how to make that one, so I'll allow you to read the comments. And then Kappa 583 says the sky is the limit, youth. So let me just see if I can find a couple more of these comments. Yeah. Yeah, but we like again. I mean, super excited, and I believe it's going to work once you put work in it here under the astute tutelage of Coach Freddie Butler, and I think that will help. And I think what was the biggest accomplishment this year on and off the field? I think that's the next question from Paper Plate.
The biggest accomplishment this year, I would say just improving my game overall. Like I'm a much better player I was than when I just left Jamaica and went up. I'm a much better player. And off the field, I would say my whole mannerism, like reaching, for instance, reaching training. I wouldn't say I would reach training late, but I'd reach on time. You know, I'd always reach on time.
Yeah,
But like since being around a more professional setting, you have to reach even like 30
before time.
training, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
All right.
when matches finish, you have to also take care of your body as well. Yeah, stretches, 'cause that's important. So I learned a lot of things on the field and off the field, back up my gaming, So
Yeah. All right. Let me take a couple more. Khalif Singh the second says simple, simple. These these seem like some Morse code thing going on here. I don't have a clue what they mean, but I
oh,
figure you
simple.
I figure you know what he's talking about.
Mm,
Then Brain Drain says, any advice for Jamaican high schoolers? Go pro, college, or stay in Manning Cup? He's asking, what do you tell the next 16-year-old like you in fifth form?
well, I would say if that's what you want, if you want to go pro and go after it, just give it your all. Because nothing is impossible, sky is the limit. And if you want to go to college, there are a lot of opportunities to go to college. Like there is as I said, college combines. Just get in the circle where people have the links and whatever. And Manning Cup is a good tournament as well because it gives a lot of recognition. Coaches from different places can see you play. So I would say any you choose to go with, then just
Yeah.
go with it, but just always give it 100%.
Yeah. That's a good answer. And then Jordan TV says, keep grinding, my bro, and remember to always keep God in the plan. But I would
Yeah,
say,
so,
yeah, man. Earlier this a few months ago, I did an interview and it's with Ricardo Gardner and one with Andy Williams. You know, Andy Williams gave up college to represent Jamaica, and Ricardo Gardner decided to go pro instead of going back to school because they were challenged by the then coach Rene Simoes. And if you listen to those interviews, they share this. They said, "Listen, this it had to work." It mean that listen, they made a decision to give up these things, to give up.
mm,
Williams gave up college when he could
yeah,
have completed. He gave it up to play for the Reggae Boys and go to the World Cup. So he said, listen, he had to do everything possible to make it work. Ricardo Gardner said the same thing. He said, listen, I gave up school to do this, to go pro. He- Failure was not an option.
you have to give it 100,
Yeah.
100%.
So it's similar to what you're saying. Whatever you decide to do, if it is to go pro, if it's to go to college, if it's to stay and play in the Manning Cup, you have to give it 100%.
Yep, full 100.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Listen, um, what what you got, man? Tell us there's some more Morse code thing going on here. Now. I don't know those things. Though. What I know, that's why you have to cover your mouth and all of that. So we are praying for you, Sir Matthew. Go be the Jamaican, Matthew Matthias. I like that one. All right, Christopher Carroll. Brain drain, no plan B. Listen, no plan B. Sometimes in life, to make plan A work, you can't invest anything in plan B. That's
Yeah,
just
that's true.
that's just that's a part of life that I've learned. For
That's
plan
true.
A to work, you have to put all the cookie in the plan A basket, because if you begin to lay some in plan B, then it going to take away from plan A. Listen, I want to thank you. I know it is a festive season. I don't want to keep you. I know your father told you that the interviews are 2 hours and more, but this will not.
Yeah.
Tell Mr. Baker that I won't be baking you. You understand? This is just a
All
boy.
right.
Won't keep along, but really want to say a big thank you to you, and we're anticipating hearing back from you. I mean, several Jamaicans, I mean, your age, Kahim Paris, of recent made a decision to not play in school and to go to Europe. His team is now second in their division, getting can qualify for the Champions League. Hopefully, Shamar Nicholson just made a big move, gone into Russia. You see the Norman Campbell there,
Yeah.
so it is good that there are other players out there. We saw Rolando Biggs and Peter McGregor, those youngsters leaving Jamaica
Oh
as
yeah. Actually trained with Peter McGregor, when we were with Coach Jermaine Thomas. Don't know if you know McGregor
yeah.
head coach.
McGregor
Yeah,
head coach, you trained with
yeah,
him?
yeah. He would be me, him, and Peter. I'm actually trained with
Rolando Biggs?
Khadija. You know Khadija,
Yeah,
Khadija,
but
Khadija.
yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
would be the three of us training, and sometime we'd go up to JFF and do some sessions and things.
Oh,
But
cool, cool.
yeah,
So it is possible. Listen, this is a year 2022 when if you put your all to your dreams and your plan and your mission, you will accomplish them. So I really want to salute you. I want to encourage you to stay disciplined and focus, right? Listen to your coach, listen to your coach, listen to your coach, listen to your coach, right? That's what Usain Bolt always said. He always defer. He says, whatever Glenn Mills tell me to do, I do it, right?
hmm,
So
yeah.
so just listen to your coach, and the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. Continue to be humble, and we anticipating hearing good things, and we hope that when the contract is signed, you will come back and talk to all the viewers on
Yes,
I Am
definitely.
Sure Sports who gave up their Boxing Day to come and listen to you. So I'm going to allow you to have the last word to the people, to all the persons. We have like 58 persons now online watching, but I'm very sure that by the time the day is over, when people finish eating their dinners, more persons will watch. So I want you to close by probably saying thank you to them, and encouraging somebody before we close.
Yes, live viewers, thank you for joining the live, and to the footballers out there, and not even the footballers, like anything you want in life, just as I always say, just put your full 100. Nothing is impossible, and continue to dream big. As I say, thank you for having me, Sir Mannings, and it's good to have a discussion with you.
Yeah, man. And we want to thank you, Matthew, and also thank your father who helped to arrange this, and Coach Freddie Butler. And like I said, we agree with you that the sky is the limit. I know when it's finished, you can always go and watch the video, and maybe let the people know as well. A couple of things. Watch the video. You can respond to some of the comments, right? But can you also tell them where to follow you on Instagram? If you have an Instagram page, so those because the Jamaicans only want to know that you're a Jamaican somewhere. The footballing fans, they want to make sure they can follow you, check you up, follow your videos, your tweet, your wait, what? I don't even know what you do on Instagram.
On Instagram, yeah, I would post,
On Twitter they say you tweet, on Instagram
yeah,
what do you do? You post. You
yeah,
post.
post. I don't know what they call it, but I guess post.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they can follow your post. So how can the persons listening follow you and follow you on Instagram?
My
Your hand-
Instagram. I want me to like. All right, my Instagram it's Baker 16 with two underscores.
Two underscores. All right, people, I'm going to put that in the comment section, right? And then put So it's underscore space underscore.
No, the Baker 16 underscore underscore.
So there's no space.
No space.
So you have to put underscore underscore, it's going to be a line.
Yeah, like that.
All right. I think that is it. Baker underscore. I hope I get it.
Yeah, that should be.
Right. So if you want to follow Matthew on Instagram, that's his Instagram handle. Please check it out or check him out. All right. All right. So I want to thank you again, Matthew, and your coach at PSL, Port St. Lucie, Freddie Butler, and your father, Mr. Peter Baker, for affording us this opportunity. Maybe when you get big, it will be on Sky Sports and ESPN, and we will have time, and then we can always revert to this and say, "Hey, don't hold on. We did the first interview with him with a big one, 50 odd minutes, almost 1 hour." You understand? So they can know the foundation and the roots of the thing. But yeah, man. But want to thank you so much for coming on. Enjoy the rest of the festive season. Get rest. Keep working, practicing, putting it to work. Even you eat some, you drink some sorrel. Make sure you run off the sorrel. You drink
Mm-hmm.
cake. Make sure.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was saying. Brain drain. You may want to revise that two underscores, because if you do two underscores, you're gonna get a line. But it is what it is. It is
It's Baker 16 underscore underscore.
Baker
Yeah.
16 underscore underscore. I don't know how you do it, because I know to get two underscores, if you try that on a computer, you're gonna get a line. But
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. But I don't know. Somebody else. I mean, I'm an old man. Yeah. Uh,
is there an old woman?
no, I'm an old man. No, no,
Oh,
no.
oh, oh.
Oh, oh. Somebody said 333 underscore. I don't.
No, two underscores. You can just type in Baker 16 and it probably comes up.
Yeah, probably just do that, and it will come up, and you can follow him. And Pete Peter, is that Peter Ann?
Peter, and that's my sister.
Okay, says I'm so proud of you. Wonderful. Listen, I want to also thank all the persons who took time out from their Sunday dinner with their family to be a part of this. Really appreciate that brain drain. Always keeping the Calabar man, always keeping the chat active. I see you have pulled out the Gunners boss. He was trying to trouble you, but hey, Gunners boss, that's brain drain. Brain drain gives like
I realized the Arsenal fans start coming out more since late, causing a little fine form, but
no, we have always had form, man. We have always had form since been there.
all right.
We'll hear about this on, I think, the 2nd of January. I think we play the Citizens. We will see how that goes. We may be turning the tables on them this time around. I'll probably call you and remind you of that. You know what I mean? Paul Marriott saying shalom and greeting management. I hope you're not just arriving, Paul Marriott, because if you are, the show is about to end, right? And then congrats, Matthew, sounding very mature, and a show that is from Gore Wayne. And Brain Drain is an actual AI. So Gunner's boss, he's a she is a it is an AI.
What?
Yeah. On every platform he has been on since I've been on since the start of the year, he says that. So again, thank you so much. Also want to say a big thank you to the sponsors of this video, Tricknick. Tricknick is a Jamaican owned and operated company in Canada, and they use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. And they're offering 25% discount on everything that they sell. And they're also giving you a free recipe book if you shop with them. All you have to do is shop at www.tricknick.ca and use the code I am sure sports 001 to get your discount. Before the video ends, I'm going to play a couple of commercials to let you know about Tricknick. I also want to thank all of you who text to, encourage me, and all of those of you who prayed as I did my surgery on Thursday. Just want you to know that, there's a little bit of an after effect, but I'm doing a whole lot better. Yeah, a whole lot better. So I want to thank you for all the prayers and support. Recover. I'm supposed to go back and see the surgeon on Tuesday, but it is good. So I want to thank you for all your support. We also sent out a video today on the platform, just really thanking all of our subscribers. It's not long. If you have time, it says thank you from I Am Sure Sports. If you have time, please go and check that. Also, remember to like, share, and if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of the Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the year, and all the best for 2022. All right. Bless you, and make sure you hit the like button. We leave you with a word from our sponsors, Trickney.
Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing.